Welcome, welcome, everybody. You're here. I'm Monique Pressley, giving you our weekend wrap up, our week in review, the week with Monique, everything smashed together. And I'm so thankful that you're here and joining. There's an MVP out there who's still the person to watch and to listen to. And if I have my way about it, to lead. But this past week, a couple of days ago, we first heard from Vice President Kamala Harris with a statement about whether or not she was going to be running for governor of California. She's not, no surprise to me, but here's what the statement had to say. She talks about how over the past 6 months, she'd spent time reflecting on the moment in our nation's history and the best way to continue fighting. She goes on to say how she's a devout public servant and she'd given serious thoughts to what it would mean to ask the people of California to serve as governor. But next page, she's decided she is not going to do that. She says, as we all know, she has extraordinary respect for those who dedicate themselves to public service. But for now, she says her leadership and public service will not be in elected office. She's going to get back to listening to the people. She's going to be helping Democrats across the country. And she says, as she always reminds us in the last paragraph, in the United States of America, power must lie with the people. And we, the people, must use our power to fight for freedom, opportunity, fairness, and the dignity of all. I will remain in the fight. So that's what she came out with first. She's like, no, I shan't be going for and running for demotions. I've been vice president of the United States. This is me talking. What I always thought was the case. Like, and I think I saw my sis Angela Rye post something with a similar caption. You don't have to worry about us running for lesser positions, for demoted positions when you've been vice president of the United States, second in command and power for the entire country, the most qualified person to do it, and the one who frankly should be president right now, governor, even from California, largest state in the country. Not so much. So she says no, she's not going to be doing that. And then 24 hours later, she announces the book drop. Here's the video.
Just over a year ago, I launched my campaign for President of the United States. 107 days, traveling the country, fighting for our future. The shortest presidential campaign in modern history. It was intense, high stakes, and deeply personal for me and for so many of you. Since leaving office, I've spent a lot of time reflecting on those days, talking with my team, my family, my friends, and pulling my thoughts together. In essence, writing a journal that is this book, 107 Days. With candor and reflection, I've written a behind-the-scenes account of that journey. I believe there's value in sharing what I saw, what I learned, and what I know it will take to move forward. In writing this book, one truth kept coming back to me. Sometimes the fight takes a while. But I remain full of hope, and I remain clear-eyed. I will never stop fighting to make our country reflect the very best of its ideals, always on behalf of the people. So thank you for being in this fight with me. I am forever grateful, and I cannot wait for you to read this, and I'll see you out there. Take care.
Is she running? Is she running? I wish I could say she's running because obviously that's where I am on what is the appropriate thing to do. And but I don't get out in front of my sisters, especially my sisters who know their own minds, have their own thoughts, run their own businesses, do their own thing. So what she is about to do is this book tour, and she's going to be out there listening and talking and meeting with people all across America. Her first stop last night was Stephen Colbert, which I thought was ridiculously appropriate. You can go and look for the video of her talking with him and explaining why she's not running for office right now, explaining how it's obvious that our system is broken and the need to be able to talk to people without asking for their vote for a season. But you know what? I said what I had to say about this. Nobody who's followed me for 30 seconds or more is ambivalent or confused or curious about where I stand about Vice President Kamala D. Harris. I stand with her. I stand beside her. I'm going to sit next to her. I'm going to follow her, whatever the play is. You can count me among the many who were with her in November and are with her still. Back in January, shortly after I was realizing how horrible this really is about to be, and when things in her home state of California had gone just haywire with wildfires and tragedy, and this White House of course was not meeting the moment. She stood in front of some cameras at fire station and gave remarks, and I posted that photo with a caption about my thoughts about her and about what she should be doing if I had my way for this 4 years, what my hopes are for her. Because whatever way the last election, whether it was Elon Musk and a magic box, whether it was voter suppression, voter oppression, buying votes, interference from foreign governments, whatever it was, whether it was people staying home who now regret the fact that they stayed home, you can go to my Instagram and see this pinned tweet for what I have to say about what I hope she'll be doing this 4 years now, 3.5 years. I hope she's running. I hope she's running the entire time, like he ran the entire time. And the reason why I say that is because she deserves to run her own race. If you're going to be running for the highest office in the land, then you shouldn't have to do it in 107 days. She met the moment because some people who did not trust our system or our process or didn't understand the stakes put a shiv in Joe Biden's side and pushed him out of office. And he, doing what he knew was the next best right thing for us, put her in a position to succeed and gain the nomination. He threw all his weight behind her. And then in 107 days, she galvanized an entire country. It was energy like you've never felt. It was enthusiasm like you've never experienced. It was excitement about the road for our future. But she just ran out of runway, really. I mean, with all the billionaires and the help from everybody on the other side and doing things that we probably will find out years from now or maybe never. Sometimes you just have to believe people when they tell you things. Elon knew the result of the election before the election ended. Why is that? Donald Trump was saying we don't need votes. We have plenty of votes. Why did he say that? So we may know one day, we may never know. But what is obvious to me, and this is the last 2028 conversation I'm going to have because the house is on fire. The barn is burning down now. This country is in immediate need of attention. The things we've been talking about, like Texas gerrymandering, and what the Republicans are trying to do to steal 5 House seats, that's where we've been focusing our attention. But I'm going to say this. When she came out and said she wasn't running for governor, no surprise there. When she the next day announced her book, oh, what was she doing all this time? Where everybody was like, where's Kamala? Where's Kamala? Writing a whole entire book and planning for her future the way we all should be, because these are serious times. People came out, the usual suspects came out. Oh, big mistake, her not running for governor. She thinks she's going to be running for president. Oh, America isn't ready for a woman president. Never mind a black woman president. America isn't ready. You know what America was ready for? A white supremacist. Does it really matter what America's ready for? Let's get America ready. That's our work right now. Get ready. America wasn't ready for the first black president, Barack Obama, but they got ready. The America that is fine with having an idiot, droll, amoral white supremacist in office. We're not judging what needs to lead this country, what type of leadership we need, and by whom, by what America is ready for. It is the responsibility of those of us with a sense of morality, with a sense of centering, with allegiance to the Constitution of the United States, with care for humankind, to say what is supposed to be. We have the power, as I often remind you, as the vice president often reminds you, the power lies with us. So I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that. That's your sexism still showing. That's your patriarchy still showing. That's your racism still showing. Cut it, cut it, cut it. Here's your time and opportunity. While all this pain is coming from this man who's in the White House, who some of you all sat on the couch and allowed to be in the White House, this is the time for you to make the adjustment. For every action, there is an equal and opposite reaction. This country needs to have an equal and opposite reaction to the hate-filled, autocratic, wannabe dictator that is Donald Trump and his minions and his followers and all those who pledge fealty to him. An equal opposite reaction, and there's none more opposite than Kamala Harris. So I hope she does run, and I hope she keeps running, and until enough people understand the times that we are in. That's all I have for you this week. But before I go, let's show folks what a bestseller looks like when it's like a bestseller before it even is selling. Let's show them what that looks like. Let's show what the 44,000 that were there that first night, plus the hundreds of thousands that were there in other ways, winning with Black women. Let's show what we do. Let's show it. And for those of you who, even in the midst of all these dire circumstances, still aren't ready to acknowledge that there in 2028 will not be another candidate more capable, more prepared, more ready, more qualified than her. Poor you. Poor you. Catch up.
Thanks everyone for watching. Your support means the world to us. So make sure you hit the like button and you subscribe to our channel to make sure that you never ever miss a video. We're live every day, 10 a.m. Eastern time. We drop even more content at 2 p.m. Eastern and 5 p.m. Eastern. And if you want more Don Lemon Show content, we'd love for you to become a member of the Lemon community, where you will receive access to special community posts. You'll get exclusive content and members-only live shows. So head over to our channel page or click the join button on this video. Again, thank you for watching. We appreciate your love and your support, and we will see you next time.